Hey people, I've been back home here for a little while. I had me a couple cups of coffee, had to make another pot. Anyway, it was an interesting morning. I guess I will be back to that spot some more. Right after I recorded that short little video about, there was a turkey behind me. Well, about 10, 15 minutes later, I don't know if it's the same one, but I moved my chair around, let's see, what would have been counterclockwise, so I'm facing out, and so where that turkey was behind me was now, that area was to my left. That orientation for my chair is better because I have a wider view of a lot of things, and I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier, but that made me realize it. But like I said, 10 or 15 minutes later, I heard one clucking right straight ahead at me, a little bit to the left. And I grabbed my gun because if he'd have kept coming, it would have been right in shooting lane, perfect. Probably about from where he was, if he went straight west, 30 yards at the most. I'd like him a little closer, but it could have been more like 20 to 30. I'm not sure exactly. Of course not, I'm just estimating. But and I don't think he could have seen me because there was some thick, small trees right in front of me, and I mean maybe he could have picked up some motion, but because me picking up my gun, but I don't know. Anyway, he didn't continue in that path I was hoping. So, I know now we're talking about it's getting to be 8:15 or so. I heard one clucking on the kind of behind me, but more, to the right. And so he or she sounded like it was going to be coming around, but it never did. And I don't know and I'm pretty hidden it right there. Now they got good eyes, and maybe they picked me up. But that one behind me originally, that one was like within 10 to 15 yards, and it was moseying around, probably feeding, you know how they do, scratching. And so I don't know. All I know, it was an interesting morning. And I stayed out there at about 9. I checked my traps on the way back in. Both of them, nothing. Now, the one of them, I kind of understand maybe where I caught that possum. I didn't put it right back in the same exact place, but some, in the same area, only about 3 or 4 foot away. So maybe I should have moved it to another location. I don't know. But the little one, nothing. So it was, anyway. So I'm going to let them sit for the night again. Might go freshen them up later on, the bait. But what I'm going to do now is, got to represent Florida's basketball team's playing for a national championship tonight. So got to have Gator stuff on today. So anyway, me and Bella going to take a walk here in a minute. And then I'm going to go fix me something to eat. I think I'm going to have me a big old omelet. And then, I got to throw a load of clothes in. Y'all really need to hear all this, but anyway. But then in the afternoon at some point, I'm going to go behind the house here and see where I could set up. And because I really do believe a lot of times they're coming from behind me from the west, northwest. And if I can set up somewhere in there, and see them, I'm going to have to get out. I'm going to have to try to set it up where I can sit out there tomorrow morning early and see what happens. I don't know if that all will happen, But that's what I'm going to try to do today so I can sit out there tomorrow morning. This afternoon late, evening, I'm going to go back out here, but I'm not going back in the same place. I'm going to go right in here. It's probably, I don't know, over 100 yards through the woods there. Not a whole long way, but I'm going to sit there because if they're down that way, maybe they'll be coming back this way. So that's the theory anyway. Anyway, at least it kept me awake out there this morning. You know what I'm saying? But I need to figure out where they're coming from. And it seems like to me, this is one possibility, that they're roosting somewhere behind me to the west and north. Because that's what, before the season started, my neighbor was telling me that he's seen them a lot of times back that way. Okay. So they get down off the roost, because I haven't heard them coming down or up into the trees here. And I've been out there when they should have been doing that. So I think they're roosting somewhere else, like back there. And then they come through here and they come through my yard just feeding like they do. They cover a lot of ground. They can cover, I think, what did I hear? Several hundred yards? No, more than that. Anyway, they can cover a lot of ground in a day. And they're just feeding on bugs and nuts and berries and whatever they can find, little animals, But that's the plan for today. Got out there and see where I could set up. And I got the bottom half of a ladder stand, and I've been thinking a long time about how I could, so it only gets up about 10 foot, but then you put a seat on the tree, so you're up there 10, 12 foot, and that'd be pretty good. But for most, and the only reason I want to be up is because that field is grown up and it's, waist to shoulder high brush. To be able to see anything, I'm going to have to get up some. Now, once I see that they're coming, then I can, I can, dang woodpecker, banging like hell. I can adjust and maybe get down and just be in guerrilla mode, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, good, exciting morning. I wouldn't say good, but at least it was something to keep me awake. And I will keep y'all informed of what goes on. But everybody support the Gators. They play tonight. So anyway, y'all have a good rest of your day. God bless you, and I will talk to you later. Bye.